Okay, let's make some strings, baby. Strings. Okay. This is the one we start with. We're going to start the string with this one, and this is the one that has two tails. And this tail right here is going to go to the end of the string. Okay? So, and this is it's just a long piece of glass, about 6 1/4 wide, and it's long enough to hold a whole string. And there's a little ridge here that I glued on, siliconed on here, and this is so we can keep the strings absolutely straight. Okay, so we start off with this one, and I just take my pointy thing and run it along here to lift all these. Okay, then we slide this one over and we keep it up against the edge here, and it'll be absolutely straight. And we want about a 1/16 of an inch between the cells. Okay, then you just fold these down, make sure they're halfway straight, and soldering iron, put it down and drag it along, and that's it. I like doing this part. This is one of my favorite parts. Okay, and that's it. Two of them are connected. And what's nice about this is you can just slide this down and you can work in one spot. Okay, now as far as glass goes, I'm going to probably have a separate video on the glass. Make friends with the glass company. They throw away an insane amount of glass. You can get all the glass you want for free, pretty much. So that's where you can get pieces like this. And go by there in the morning and bring them some donuts, the workshop, whatever, and say, hey, you got any scraps, blah, 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 and you'll be able to get all the frickin' glass you want. Alright, so we got two down, and this is one of these shorties that we had, the 48 ones where we don't have a tail on it. Okay, so you slide the next one up, keep it about a 1/16 apart, slide these down, make sure they're not kitty corner. Okay, and whoop. Little bump there, and broop, and broop. Isn't that fun? Just make sure they're up against this edge here. Okay, this is just a 1/2 inch piece that's siliconed on here. Okay, and these strings are 5 each, 5 each. So there's 5 cells in each of these strings. So there we go. Lift our little babies, get another cell, and keep this together. And this keeps them absolutely straight. You don't have to worry about them being a little bit off. You know what I mean? Adjust this if you have to. In fact, what you can do is you can do the middle one. Okay, that's it. And then make sure that this one is lined up with this here. Make sure this one's lined up. Okay. And then do these. You just hold it down and drag. Easy frickin' peasy. Oh yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys a joke. It's a joke about a baby polar bear. So there's this baby polar bear, and if it sticks like it just did, take a sharp knife and just push it in here. Sometimes it'll stick, but not often. Slide it down. So anyway, this baby polar bear asks his mom, he says, Mom, am I really a polar bear? I'm not like maybe a grizzly bear or and Mom goes, oh no son, you're definitely a polar bear. So then he asked his dad, he says, "Dad, am I really a polar bear?" And his dad goes, "Yeah, son, you're definitely a polar bear." And finally, look at that, this location. Finally he asked his grandpa, he says, "Grandpa, am I really a polar bear?" And his grandpa goes, "Yeah, you're a polar bear, but what's wrong?" And the guy goes, "Well, I'm fucking freezing." Polar bear freezing. I love that joke. Okay, this is the last one. So, bloop, that one's off a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so there's our last one, and you'll notice that first, it's out of frame, but anyway, that first one has tabs on it now, down at the end here, and this last one has tabs. Let me see if you can see that, if that's in frame. And this one has tabs. And you'll notice that the way this works is the bottom, or one side of one cell goes up to the back of the next one, okay? This is the positive. On the other side, this is the positive side. The other side is the negative side. So what's happening is from the negative side, they come up and get attached to the positive side, and it's just up, down, up, down, up, down, until you get a complete string that's positive to negative. Okay. Now, once you do this, we have even more fun. Now what you want to do is you want to like strengthen them a little bit, okay? So they hold together. So you take your handy dandy packing tape, take off the end, and pull out enough that'll cover this whole string and leave maybe an inch or so on either end, okay? And then you just hold it up, and be careful. You don't want to drop this on here. Make sure you have a firm grip on both ends, okay? And you take it, and you go slowly down, make sure it's lined up, and let it down on the cells. Once you drop this tape on, if you fuck up and you drop the tape on, you can't pull it off because you'll break the cells, okay? So let me do one more. Let me do one more. Okay. Make sure you get a firm grip. You just hold it up by one end, it'll hang down. Make sure you have a firm grip. I've dropped them on here before and it's not fun. And just put it here. Make sure that it's nice and straight, more or less. Okay. And then take your little handy dandy marker and put what string it is. I don't know what number this is. I forgot. I think I've got 2, so I'm just going to make this number 3. Okay. So now that we got a string, keep making strings, and then we take it out in the sun and we test it. Okay.